Thank you for joining this call. Wanted to take my hat off to you as the numero uno gutless head honcho motherfucking kingpin of the last challenge. You showed up big. If you don't mind sharing kind of where you were at when you first started out and where you wanted to go, some of the reasons that you signed up, and kind of the experience you had going through it. And then, maybe share some of your observations about what you saw within the course.
I've always been a very active person, fairly fit person. I never thought I could be a fat ass until after I broke my back, and I got up to about 300 pounds. And then I got smart, and once changed my nutrition and lost weight, got in really great shape, and then went through a divorce. And then and that's when I started lifting weights again, because I got back in good shape, but I was doing all body weight. And was doing really great, and I was high on the hog, and then I got a hernia this past summer. And kind of backed off, put on about 10 pounds. And then my eating was still pretty good, but I had the hernia. Then I went to New York. I got back from New York, was trying to get going again. I was getting ready to move. Right as we were getting started, I was moving states, and I was just sucking. I was under a lot of stress. I was lifting weights. My nutrition was shit, and I was drinking a lot again, and I needed a jump start. I needed something, and I saw something in you that motivated me. I think you and I think the same ways. The idea of the gutless gang. I grew up playing team sports. I'm a military guy. I'm all about teamwork. And there was a male aspect to that I guess increased testosterone, increased see who's the biggest gorilla in the pen type deal. And that spoke to me. So that's the way I went about it. What other questions did you ask?
Give me your numbers, starting weight and finishing weight.
Starting weight was 258, and 2 months later I was 231. So
Incredible.
27 pounds.
That's amazing. And as far as your mindset goes, your body goes, the way you feel, the way you're looking, one of the things I always say is that by the end of our time together, you're going to feel about 10 years younger. Feeling is more important than how you look. Anything there?
Confidence is definitely up. I like to do body weight exercises. A big thing to me is being able to move my body through space. And, just by losing 20 pounds, it makes it where you can physically move yourself better. And there's a confidence factor to go with that.
27 pounds, 27 pounds,
27 right? Pounds. Yeah, 27 pounds. So when you've lost 27 pounds, you can physically do more things with your body. And then it's fun. I mean, I went over to a ball field watching a bunch of people, and I definitely got checked out by a lot of the women over there. So that's fun too. It's nice to have a little strut.
Excellent. A little pep back in the step. I like that. And one of the things that I really enjoy about the Gutless Gang, and the reason I created it is because I love the camaraderie component as well. And I think that, men in general don't really have anywhere to turn these days. There's a lot of anti-male sentiment in the media. There's a lot of campaigning to make us feel guilty about just the fact that we happen to be male. And there's not a lot of places for men to turn where, we don't have any anti-female sentiment. There's really not a lot of conversation about women in the group at all. The focus is literally self-improvement and living by the gutless virtues, our credo, and getting after it every single day. But I think that's kind of unique. Not a lot of men have had that team experience like you talked about. I never had a chance to go through the military for various reasons. I didn't sign up. A lot of my family members are military, but I never did that. Part of me regrets that, mostly for the camaraderie factor, because I grew up playing sports. Some of my best friends were rugby guys. There's just like there's a certain component about going through a challenge together with men that really bring guys together, and it's a unique experience. So that's always been a major focus of mine with all the men's work and the groups and events that I've created. So it was fun to have you in the group, and you took that natural leadership role, which is what I always hope to see. So I, as much as possible, am looking for opportunities to replace myself as the leader. The ultimate goal of all of our programs is to create leaders, okay? And have you, now you're going to be helping me out in the future. Hopefully we're going to be working together and collaborating on co-leading. You know, you're going to be completely leading some of these classes and courses. That is my ideal. It's finding great men who are ready to step up, who have leadership experience or want to work on their leadership experience or become better leaders, and bring them into the fold and put them at the front of the pack. So, you know, that's why I was stoked when you signed up, and I'm stoked that you got incredible results. I didn't doubt it for a second, but that's very much a part of our culture. So I appreciate you stepping up.
Yeah. I've had a blast.
Just for people watching out there, you know, it's easy for me to say how great the program is. It's nice to see a testimonial, but what were your observations about overall success of the program within the group? How many men did you see having success consistently?
Yeah, Bryce. So one of the things that really stood out to me is that every single person that interacted, every single person that followed your lead, every single person that got on the calls, they interacted on the closed group, every single person I saw lose, 10, 20, some close to 30 pounds. And that was just fascinating. You didn't see, I think it's so easy whenever we get on something by ourselves, you know, we have the mindset we can do this on our own. But whenever we try to do that, a lot of times it's real easy to just kind of go through the back door or to slide a little bit when you're only accountable to yourself. You know, you put us in GPODs. We were accountable to somebody other than just ourselves. Plus, you know, one of the things was we posted some food and you made a comment. I thought I had a really good meal, and you noticed this one little treat, like way to change it just a touch to make it healthier, more nutritious. And that was like, I was there.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's easy. There's, you know, on the webinar, I think one of the secrets I share are the clean foods that are making you fat, because there are so many things that are perceived to be clean that are actually keeping people at an undesirable weight. And there's so many things we're taught by society and things that are just common myths. And so from a scientific perspective, from a glycemic load perspective, those tiny little tweaks can be the difference between success and failure. So I think that I appreciate you pointing that out. And it's also not just it's to make it more nutritious, but also more delicious, because there's a lot of things that you can eat that are absolutely delicious and they are 100% gutless compliant, but people don't know that, or they're not eating enough of them. And I like it when people post their meals, because I can provide that feedback and both get rid of the things that are causing weight gain, but also add things in that taste good that will not cause weight gain. It'll make it easier to stay on the program and get the long-term success. If somebody asked you if Gutless is a program that you'd recommend to them, if they were a man above the age of 30 looking to lose 10 to 30 pounds, what would you say?
So actually, I can tell you that I've already been asked, hey, I'm looking to lose weight, and I've already recommended Gutless to several fellas. Ages probably 30 to 40 years old. There's a couple of them I know are low testosterone. I was like, dude, I know this guy Bryce out in California, and he's got the plan for you. Like, I'm even following it. So absolutely, I'd recommend it.
Awesome, man. So now I'm going to go ahead and end this recording. We'll go ahead and continue our conversation. And thank you so much.